Every family keeps old photographs. Mine kept a secret. One face appeared in every picture for over 100 years and nobody noticed. At first, I believed it was coincidence. Then I counted 23 photographs, each hiding the exact same man without aging once. The oldest picture was taken in 1924. Everyone looked different except him. His face never changed, not even slightly. I compared every photograph carefully. Same eyes, same smile, same dark coat. Time changed everyone except the silent stranger behind them. When Grandma saw the photograph, her smile disappeared instantly. She whispered, "Never ask about the man standing behind our family." Her warning only made me search harder. Every hidden album revealed another impossible photograph waiting quietly inside the dusty attic. Then I noticed something impossible. In every newer photograph, his smile became slightly wider, as if he remembered every generation. The town archives listed every family member, but the mysterious man had no name, no birth record, and absolutely no history. I looked closer at the newest photograph. This time, the stranger wasn't behind my grandparents. He was standing directly behind me instead. I checked every reflection in the room. Nobody stood behind me, yet the photograph insisted someone had been watching all along. The hallway suddenly felt different. Every picture seemed connected, every silent stare pointing me toward the same impossible stranger without explanation. An old newspaper showed the same face attending a funeral nearly 90 years ago. The date made absolutely no sense whatsoever. I searched the cemetery for answers, but every clue only deepened the mystery surrounding the man who refused to disappear from history. Inside the abandoned church, I thought I saw him standing silently between the empty benches before disappearing without making a single sound. Hidden inside Grandpa's journal was one chilling sentence: "Never acknowledge the man, or he becomes part of your future forever." That night, sleep became impossible. Every photograph felt alive, as though unseen eyes quietly followed my every single movement inside the room. For one terrifying second, I saw him inside the mirror standing behind me. When I turned around, the room was completely empty. I hadn't taken another photograph all day. Then a fresh picture appeared on my table, and this time, he was almost touching me. He was getting closer in every new photograph. Whatever this thing was, it no longer wanted to stay hidden behind my family. The last unopened family chest waited beneath the house. Something told me the truth had been locked inside for generations. Inside the envelope lay a warning written almost 100 years ago. It mentioned the stranger by a terrifying title. The letter called him the Witness. It claimed he appeared whenever a family carried a secret too terrible to confess aloud. Every generation hid the same crime. Nobody spoke about it. Yet every photograph silently remembered exactly what happened decades earlier. According to the letters, everything began inside an isolated cabin where someone disappeared without leaving behind a single believable explanation for anyone. The walls were covered with photographs I had never seen before. Every single one contained the same silent man watching patiently. The camera clicked without anyone touching it. I froze completely, already knowing exactly who would appear in the next photograph it created. For the first time, he wasn't standing behind me anymore. He was beside me, smiling like we had finally met after waiting forever. I was completely alone inside the cabin, yet the photograph proved someone had been standing beside me the entire time. Each photograph placed him closer to the family. It felt less like a collection of memories and more like a countdown. One final diary entry explained everything. The stranger never hunted families. He waited patiently until someone finally noticed him. I finally saw him with my own eyes. He didn't move. He simply waited for me to understand what was happening. The photograph slipped from my hands. When I picked it up again, another face had quietly disappeared from the picture. My great-grandfather was gone from every photograph. It was as though history itself had erased him without leaving behind a single trace. Behind the cabin was a hidden room filled with photographs from families I had never heard of before that terrifying day. His eyes weren't looking at the camera anymore. They were looking directly at me, as if he already knew my next decision. I pressed the shutter one last time. Before the flash faded, the stranger quietly whispered, "Now it's your turn to be remembered." The whisper echoed through the cabin, but the stranger was gone. Only the cold air remained, carrying a silence I couldn't explain. The photograph was impossible. I was standing beside my ancestors in 1924, wearing the same clothes I had today. He wasn't in the picture anymore. Somehow, I had replaced him. Every old photograph now showed my face watching every generation instead. I burned every photograph I owned, believing the nightmare would finally end. The flames destroyed the paper, but nothing else changed. Weeks later, another family posted a photograph online. Hidden behind them stood a familiar figure that looked exactly like me. My phone kept showing new family photographs. Somehow, I appeared in every single one without ever leaving my apartment. It didn't matter whether photographs were printed or digital anymore. Once chosen, you existed inside every memory that anyone captured forever. If you've ever felt someone behind you during a photograph, don't turn around. Some faces are only meant to remain unnoticed forever. Before you scroll away, check your oldest family photograph carefully. If you recognize the man smiling in the background, it's already too late.